Check it out.
Baby, 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 if you really want me, honey, get some patience. Maybe then you'll get a taste. Oh, my taste so tasty, I'll be laced with lace. It's so tasty, it'll make you crazy.
This is your petticoat. This would be your blouse, which will be teal blue. I'm wearing mine because my boobs are too big to fit in yours. So this is what I'm wearing. You're wearing the blue one. And let's start.
So the buttons go in the front.
The buttons go in the front.
And you will have a lace tie in the back for your blouse.
Right. And the petticoat is going to be tied on the left side.
To your left.
Perfect.
So I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about Sari and how to wear it the right side in, right side out, and not to wear it inside out. So basically the sari will wrap around like this and go over your left shoulder. So let me tell you about the sari. So there's an inside end, which is usually the plain or the non-decorative end, and then there's an outside end, which actually hangs up over your shoulder, and that's usually the decorative or the nicer end. So in this case, it will be this end. So that will be the end that falls over your shoulder. So if that's not falling over your shoulder, you're wearing it wrong.
The sparkly end.
The sparkly.
Then the other thing to keep in mind is that the sari has a fall on the lower end, so you don't wear it this way. All right, so now I'm going to walk you through how to actually wrap the sari. Now, I told you in the previous video, the fall has to be down and in. So that's how you start the sari. You start with the plain end and the fall being in and inside and bottom. Then you go take that end, go onto the right side of your waist, tuck, start.
You know what happiness is to you, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that.
Take into account the height of your heels too.
Yes, always wear a sari after you wear your heel, or at least you will have to wear the heels and then maybe take them off after. So another good suggestion is to keep wearing the sari till the end, finish your makeup, finish your jewelry, and then wear the sari when you're wearing your shoes. Okay, so we're wrapping it, and you can see it's really neat because that part will fall straight. If you bunch it up, there'll be bunches in here. You don't want that. And turn around. Then once you finish one round of wrapping it like this, so your saris come back to that original position you started with, like here, then you start doing what we call pleats. So I'm going to leave, you leave about, I'm not sure how much distance-wise, but about that much cloth.
Like 5 to 6, 4 to 5 feet.
Yeah, probably. And then you turn it around, and you can always adjust it. So the first go around when you're practicing, leave a little bit less and tuck this in, and then try to, so I left that much cloth, and then I'm wrapping this around and over my shoulder, over her left shoulder, all right? And keep in mind you have to have some length falling to make it look graceful. It shouldn't be too short, so the fall can't be this, the sari falling can't be this short. This end, the inside end, has to fall at least to your knee, at least, if not more. And then now turn around. All right, so now we know that this probably is. So I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about how to tie your pleat and how to do the pallu. This part of the part of the sari that falls over your shoulder is called pallu. And because Gayatri wants you to pin it up to your shoulder, the entire sari, I'm going to walk you through that. So that's why you need a little bit longer pallu. So you have to have it a little longer. This is probably too long. I'm going to fix it, but at least this long, which means the inside end at least has to come, say, an inch below the knee. Okay. Do that. Next, when you fix your shoulder, you tie or pin it up with a safety pin. I'm going to pin it up with a safety pin for the timing, just so that it stays put while I'm doing the rest of the sari. Then you take this end and make sure you tie it securely over on this side of your waist, because if you don't tie it securely, this will keep falling off. You want it to completely cover your chest. Okay. So now, if you feel a little insecure in this area, put a safety pin here as well. But this should work because your sari is very thin, so it should stay put. It's not a difficult material. Okay, now we're gonna just leave it. We're gonna leave it for now, and I'm gonna show you, and I'll show you this part later. I will show you how to tie the pleats. Okay, now you'll have like a little loose end here. Tuck it in tight, push it in, and now put a pin here. A small one will suffice because you don't really need. And this doesn't show, so you can even put it on the top of your sari. Now we're gonna. When you are doing it, you're doing it on yourself, so you will be doing it this way. Okay, I'm gonna show this way because I'm tying it on her, but I'll try my best to do it like I was doing my own sari. Okay, so then basically what pleats are, let me show you what pleats are so that you can see the end result. Is 5 or 6 folds of the sari that you put on the front.
You're just going back and forth.
And you just go back and forth. And roughly this is what it should look like. Okay, so you see how these folds are falling? 1, 2, 3, 4. And they should all be of equal length. So this one's inside, just pull it outside. Alright, I'm going to walk you through the process one more time. But this is how it should be, and then you basically tuck it into your petticoat, right below your belly button. Okay, now I'm going to just walk you through again how to do it. Take the farthest end, put your hand like this, which means your index finger is inside. Let me show you. Index finger is inside, and the rest of the fingers are out, and then you're using your thumb to secure it and then flip it. And then I like to do it with my index finger. You could use whatever.
It's just like you're making a fan.
Exactly. Good job, Ria.
And then I'm just doing it. And when you're doing it, keep in mind that the ends should line up. So just keep lining them up.
Yeah, that should be like a fan. Like, it's wide on the bottom and it's short on the top.
Right.
Lining them up. Trying my best to line them up.
Mama,
You're doing great, Divya. Thank you.
Mama, right. Mama, right. You're making kind of
Okay,
like...
now I'm going to tuck it in. Let me tuck this in.
Yeah.
Now you're making like kind of like
So,
a fit.
now we got the pleats, but we need to fix them because you can see that they're not equal.
She said it's like a fan.
Okay. And like my daughter Ria just said, it's a fan. So it is a fan. We just need to make sure.
Tucked in the top inside.
Right.
And you'll see.
Exactly.
In this case,
The part where you
if your
pull.
petticoat is showing at the bottom, just pull it down a little bit. That's it. Okay. And then you align your sari, so all of these should fan out like that. If you see any one particular pleat hanging lower than the others, you can tuck it in. and you just pin it up here. You pin it up here inside it. So you have to take the inside end and pin it.
You're just pinning all the pleats together.
I'm not doing it. Okay. So this is how you pin it all together so they don't fall apart if you're walking
So they're
fast.
secured in place. Thank you.
Okay. Then
Hold on.
you have to. So now, just to show you, the pleats down here are equal and spread out or fanned out. This is how they should look once you're done. They shouldn't be uneven at the bottom. They should be one length and just slightly touching the floor, just slightly, so that it looks graceful. It shouldn't be at your ankle or above it. It should be lower. It should be more like covering your foot, covering your shoe, but not too far down because then you won't be able to walk in neutral. It won't be good. Okay, so now we're gonna show you the pallu. Again, as I said at the beginning, this is the end that should be out, the nicer end or the more decorative end, and I'm going to show you how to tie them. So first, as you may remember, we tied it up here, and it was falling roughly 1.5 inches below G3's knee. Okay. Now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take about that much of the pallu and put it in this way. And you'll see it's about this much of width of the fold. Then I take another one. The first one can be small. It doesn't matter. You can always adjust it after the top one because the first one gets hidden. The second one goes here. And you'll see the second one is slightly, just a little bit more loose. And then I do the third one. Depending on how much skin you want to show here, you can go up or down, but the average or the standard width is about this much, so it should just cover your left breast. And this end should always be like that, so it should always come in a slant like that. It shouldn't be tucked in like this, it should always come like this. It makes your waist look slimmer. And so here we are. Now, at this point, it's wise to just look back and make sure this is somewhat even. You'll see this is not even, so I will have to go back in, take out the pin, and adjust it here so it becomes even. I'm going to do that and show you. And typically, it's not even when you do it the first time. No, but it's not coming down. Okay, good. Let's just leave it like that. And then, now it's a little bit more even.
Oh, in the thing.
Yeah, back here.
In my blouse.
Show where it's supposed to be. So now we're going to just pull it out. And when you pull it, you'll see a little flap here, which you can always pull back and tuck in. I'll show you later. And now here she has about this much length in her pallu. You can adjust it. It can go anywhere from this much to this much, depending on your comfort. So you can adjust it. If you're taller, it's going to be shorter. Because you can always use less pleats and have a longer pallu, because then you get more width or span to fall down here. Okay. And now, so this got all spoiled. And now you take the pin and you pin it up here, right behind your shoulder. So it shouldn't be here, it should be slightly here. Pull it back, and the pin goes here.
Pin it from the inside.
Pin it from the inside because you don't want the pin sticking out and being visible. And do that, and then I'm just going to show you a little bit at the back, the flap that we fixed. I'm going to fix that. Always pull it back and tuck it in here. So I'm pulling it all the way back. So I went all the way around, and I pulled it, and I tucked it. It's okay if you get a little flap here. This can be tucked inside, and there you go. You have your sari.
Hope you guys like it.